Have you ever felt the weight of societal expectations, or found yourself entangled in a web of anxiety about issues beyond your control? If you answered yes, know that you are not alone. Many of us get trapped throughout our lives in worrying too much about things that may not be as important as we perceive them to be. But have you ever wondered if there is a way out of this maelstrom? How can you move through life in peace? In today's video, we're going to look at a philosophical approach, the key that opens the door to a happier and more fulfilling existence. This method is known as the art of not caring. It's not about being indifferent or disrespectful to those around us, but about directing our attention to what really matters, the aspects we can control, and letting go of everything else. Let's take that journey today, freeing ourselves from the shackles of over-recognition. We'll look at 7 powerful techniques that will empower you and help you take back control of your life. So if you're ready to free yourself from other people's opinions, watch this video to the end. New discoveries await you, and we're ready to share them with you. What are we waiting for? Let's get started. Number 1, learn to say no. Let's look at the concept of indifference from a philosophical perspective. Contrary to popular belief, indifference does not mean complete detachment or apathy towards people, events, or things. On the contrary, it is a release from societal pressures, irrational fears, and problems beyond our control. The art of indifference helps us focus our energy on the actions, reactions, and attitudes that matter, while letting go of the mental and emotional baggage associated with external factors. Learning to say no is a vital skill in mastering the art of not caring about other people's opinions. Think of it as a strong shield that protects our personal boundaries, mental well-being, and self-esteem. When we can't refuse unwanted requests or commitments, we inadvertently allow others to dictate our choices. Not only does this drain our energy, but it also puts us at risk of running into people who may not have our best interests at heart. Saying no is not just a rejection, it is a serious statement of self-respect and confidence in our own judgment. By valuing our time and resources, we prioritize what is truly important to us. Instead of seeking external validation by constantly pleasing others, we regain control of our lives. By saying no, we set boundaries that allow us to focus on our goals without having to seek approval. Embracing the power of no is a crucial step on the path of self-discovery and personal development. It fosters a spirit of self-confidence, allowing us to make decisions based on our beliefs and interests without outside pressure. So let us free ourselves from the influence of others and embrace the freedom that comes with saying no. Politeness. In our quest to improve relationships, it is important to master the art of saying no in a polite but firm manner. But why emphasize politeness? Because it not only shows respect for others, but also reflects our own character and integrity. When we refuse with gentleness and consideration, we not only preserve existing relationships, but also build an image of effective communication and responsibility. Polite refusal helps others understand that our decision is not a personal rejection or lack of respect for them. Rather, it is driven by our priorities and personal choices in a particular situation. This approach minimizes misunderstandings and promotes mutual empathy. By using thoughtful language, we show concern not only for our own interests, but also for the feelings and reactions of others. This creates a healthy atmosphere of communication in which everyone feels valued. Learning to politely say no empowers us to make firm, independent decisions without jeopardizing important relationships. It's about maintaining self-control and confidence in our choices. When we are clear about what we can say yes to and what we can't, we organize our lives according to our desires rather than external expectations. This not only increases our comfort and satisfaction, but also creates a positive atmosphere around us, encouraging honesty and confidence. In today's world, where social pressures and expectations are in abundance, rejection becomes a necessary action. It protects our personal space and time, reduces stress, and maintains balance. By choosing what is best for us, we improve our mental and physical well-being, contributing to a healthier social environment. Saying no isn't just saying no, it's trusting and respecting our decisions. It helps us identify what is truly important and strive for it. By developing inner strength, we become more independent. Moreover, rejection is a crucial step in building healthy relationships with ourselves and others. It frees us from the pressures we put on ourselves, allowing us to define and protect our personal boundaries. So let's embrace the power of polite refusals. Saying no not only improves our listening and self-understanding skills, but also builds self-confidence. It's the path to authenticity, autonomy, and all-round development, both at work and in our personal lives. Let me tell you a story about a man named David, an office worker. David, who worked as a graphic designer, often found himself swamped with work because he would not turn down extra work when his boss asked him to take on extra projects over the weekend. He courageously refused and explained that he needed a work-life balance. David offered to divide the work among his co-workers so that the project could be completed without disrupting his personal schedule. The supervisor appreciated his professional approach. As a result, David gained more control over his work and personal life, which reduced stress and increased his self-esteem. To summarize, practicing renunciation is a crucial aspect of personal growth. It empowers you, makes you more independent, and most importantly, it paves the way for a life of meaning and alignment with your values. Not only is this skill vital for time and work management, but it is also key to maintaining mental health and creating a balanced and joyful life. Number 2, stop seeking permission in life. Before we move on to the second point, I want to emphasize the importance of stopping seeking approval in life. Many of us have developed the habit of seeking approval from others before making decisions that affect us. We often look to family, friends, or others for approval, hoping to get validation that we are making the right choices. However, this can do more harm than good. When we seek approval, we inadvertently demonstrate doubt in our ability to make decisions for ourselves. Worse, by shifting the balance of power, we empower others to approve or reject our desires. Humans naturally seek control when given the opportunity, so asking for permission can lead to unnecessary interference and hinder personal growth. To break out of this self-limiting cycle, I suggest the following steps. First, clearly define what is important to you. Spend time reflecting on your core values, long-term goals, and the dreams you are striving for. When you understand yourself, making decisions becomes easier because you know exactly what you are striving for. Along with self-reflection, cultivate the ability to listen to yourself. Sometimes our feelings and instincts can tell us what's really best. Learn to distinguish useful opinions and advice from unnecessary chatter. The next step is to learn to take risks and not be afraid of failure. Failure is not a sign of weakness, but part of the journey of learning and growth. When you stop being afraid of failure, you will feel freer to experiment and make decisions without needing the approval of others. Finally, create a supportive and positive environment around you. The environment you are in can have a significant impact on your self-esteem. If you are surrounded by people who believe in your abilities and encourage you to achieve your personal goals, you will feel stronger. Independence and freedom. You will feel more resilient and ready to tackle challenges without needing the approval of others. Armed with self-awareness, the courage to take risks, and the support of your environment, you will be able to walk the path of freedom and autonomy. Here, all your actions and decisions are a reflection of your true self and values. The tendency to seek approval from others stems from a deep-seated need for recognition and fear of rejection or criticism. From an early age, we are taught to adhere to societal norms and expectations of others, which often leads to a dependence on external approval for every action and decision. This habit not only undermines our ability to make independent choices, but also hinders personal growth and self-reflection. This constant desire for approval often manifests itself in personal and professional relationships, where we feel the need to be appreciated by coworkers, friends, and even family members. However, it is important to realize that while feedback and advice from others can be helpful, they should not be the only factors influencing our actions and decisions. We need to learn to discern where advice is helpful and where we should rely entirely on the approval of others in order to develop independent thinking and act on our own. We need to develop a clear self-image and trust in ourselves, which includes setting clear life goals and principles and believing in our decision-making abilities. When we begin to trust ourselves and stop depending on the approval of others, we open the door to true freedom and autonomy. The most important part of this journey is learning to accept and love ourselves, with all our strengths and weaknesses. This will help us make independent decisions and be more confident in our daily lives. Moreover, constantly asking for permission can lead to a decrease in self-esteem and independence, self-confidence and autonomy. When we allow others to make decisions for us, we undermine our self-confidence and ability to cope with life's challenges. It is important to cultivate a sense of confidence and autonomy that includes recognizing your strengths, accepting your limitations, and understanding that making mistakes is a normal part of life. Mistakes are a vital component of learning and personal growth. To develop a more sustainable, independent mindset, the first and most important step is to identify and achieve small but meaningful personal goals. Start with manageable steps that you can easily accomplish. This will simultaneously help you act independently without needing the approval or consent of others. Recall the wise decision made by Jack, a sports enthusiast who decided to learn to swim. He began by learning how to float on the surface of the water and how to stay underwater. Despite his initial difficulties and fear of the water, he persevered in his training. Jack took time each week to practice in the pool, instilling a good habit. Gradually, he honed his skills and eventually learned to swim. Each step forward in learning to swim, no matter how small, was a testament to Jack's independence and self-esteem. Jack felt a sense of pride in overcoming his initial fear of the water and mastering a new skill, which contributed to his growing confidence and self-esteem. Regular self-reflection is a critical component of developing independent thinking. Take time to reflect on your beliefs, the values you prioritize, and what truly gives your life meaning. This process will help you understand yourself better, allowing you to make better decisions that are in alignment with your true self. Deep self-reflection will guide every decision you make, ensuring that it is in alignment with your authentic self and not influenced by external factors. In addition, practicing self-reflection will help you identify and overcome psychological barriers that may prevent you from developing independent thinking. This includes working with fears, anxieties, and negative thoughts that can affect your confidence and determination. By recognizing and overcoming these psychological issues, you will become stronger in decision-making and independent action. Finally, building and maintaining a support network of trusted friends, co-workers, or family members who encourage and support your independence is also vital. A support network can offer constructive feedback without imposing their will on your decisions. Treat the journey to independence with patience and realize that it is a gradual process. This way, not only will you make better decisions, but you will also become stronger and more confident. Number 3, formulate your unique definition of success. Formulating your unique definition of success is a transformational journey that can free you from the shackles of societal norms. In a world where accepted standards often dictate the meaning of success, it's important to let go of these preconceived notions and forge your own path. Success is not a rigid concept. It is very individual and reflects your unique dreams and values. By defining success on your own terms, you fill your life with purpose and depth. This helps you focus on what really matters to you and prevents you from chasing someone else's definition of success. Whether it's achieving a certain career milestone, mastering a unique skill, or creating meaningful relationships, your definition should reflect your passions and aspirations. Along with defining your personal goals and values, defining success for yourself will also help you develop a clear plan to achieve it. It serves as a roadmap for your journey and helps you understand the specific steps needed to achieve your goals. It instills a sense of confidence and helps you focus on the most important tasks to succeed on your own terms. Moreover, formulating your own benchmarks for success gives you independence from other people's judgments and evaluations. You no longer depend on outside approval because you understand what success means to you. This self-confidence allows you to be self-motivated and persevere in your goals without relying on the opinions of others. It means you are in maximum control of your path and don't let outside factors interfere with your decisions. Always remember that your success story is unique and only you can write it. You don't have to conform to predetermined societal norms. Your path to success is unique. Once you have accepted and articulated your personal definition of success, you embark on a significant journey to appreciate yourself and realize the aspirations in your heart. This journey is not only about achieving success by your own standards, but also about building a worthwhile and sincere life. By having the courage to define success on your own terms, you will lead your life in an authentic way and enjoy every moment in your own unique manner. Let me share Alex's success story. Alex has consistently participated in drawing contests since he was a child and has won small awards at local competitions many times. His talent for art was always praised by those around him, and they encouraged him to enter national competitions or pursue a professional career in art. However, Alex harbors a passion greater than art, which is philanthropy and helping others. Instead of chasing a career in the arts and seeking fame and creative success, Alex decided that true success is philanthropy and making a positive impact on the community. He has dedicated his time and energy to developing art education programs for underprivileged children and participates in charity events to help those in need. For Alex, success is not about accumulating art awards or becoming a famous artist, but about making positive changes in the lives of others and enriching the community around him. So don't hesitate to set your own benchmarks and goals for success. By doing so, you will create a truly exceptional and meaningful life story. Number 4. Make wise choices. In life, our ability to take care of different things is inherently limited. It is very important to consciously determine what is really important to us and where we should put our energy. We often get carried away by the opinions of strangers, insignificant trends, or online verification that has no real value. These distractions often throw us off course, causing us to lose focus and get distracted from lofty goals, vivid dreams, and valuable personal growth. Consider this: when we put excessive dedication and energy into trivial endeavors, we risk neglecting what is truly important in our lives. This leads to mediocrity and ordinariness, which we should strive to shy away from. When we allow our thoughts to be swayed by unimportant opinions, we can lose our ability to focus on important tasks and promising dreams. It is at times like these that we should focus on self-improvement, seizing opportunities and chasing passions. By limiting these insignificant and unimportant factors, we can ensure that we don't miss out on opportunities to thrive and shine. So ask yourself, where am I investing my time and energy? Make a firm decision about what is really important to you, and think hard before dispelling the clouds of distractions in your path. Not only will this help you stay focused, but it will also help you forge your own unique path marked by identity and achievement. To free ourselves from the influence of other people's opinions, it is important to make smart choices. We must intelligently prioritize our hobbies, dreams, and personal growth. When we devote all our energy and soul to meaningful goals and dreams, other people's opinions gradually cease to influence our lives. Imagine you are a passionate artist and you want to advance your career. Initially, you were always concerned about other people's opinions and the number of likes on social media. This took you away from your goals. However, after some time, you decided to focus on learning and sincere creativity, no longer caring about other people's opinions. As a result, you developed your own style and became recognized in the art community. Don't delay. The above example serves as a reminder that time is a valuable and limited resource. Every moment we devote to irrelevant opinions is a moment wasted on the road to success and fulfillment. So make smart choices and focus your efforts and energy on the things that really matter in life. Remember that the decisions you make today pave your way to a more exciting future. Don't let arbitrary opinions and irrelevant factors distract you from your true dreams and goals. Boldly plunge into your journey and steer it in the direction you truly desire and believe in. Number 5. Embrace fearlessness. In a world that often favors submission, the fear of confronting or letting others down can immobilize you. So embracing fearlessness is an essential life principle. This fearlessness is the first step to freeing yourself from the influence of other people's opinions. It is very important to realize that it is impossible to please everyone, and trying to do so only limits your personal evolution and self-expression. Showing courage in manifesting your true self is not only an indicator of inner resilience, but also a reflection of your moral fiber. It is important to recognize that seeking approval from everyone can hinder your uniqueness and prevent you from realizing your full potential. This understanding is important because it helps you break free from the limitations of relying on the opinions of others to determine your self-esteem. The truth is that not everyone will agree with you, and there may be resistance or criticism. However, it is important not to let these opinions affect your confidence and determination. Being confident that you are living according to your values and principles is a demonstration of inner strength. You don't need to strive to please everyone. Instead, focus on performing at your best and resolutely pursuing the path you believe in. Be confident in yourself to go your own way. This is how you show determination and inner strength, just like a lion that doesn't pay attention to the opinions of others. By doing so, you gain the freedom to follow your passions and dreams without being constrained by societal pressures or the judgment of others. Embody the lion in your existence. This not only guarantees your personal freedom and privacy, but also demonstrates your strength and conviction of your own importance. Be the lion in your existence. Chart your own course and enjoy the autonomy and joy it brings. Be steadfast in defending what you believe in. This shows authenticity and commitment to your personal values. While this sometimes means you will meet resistance or create adversaries in your path, it is a vital part of building a meaningful and valuable life. This act is not only an affirmation of your true self, but also a clear statement that you reject external pressures or the need for universal approval. Instead, you prioritize the principles of personal development and your own independent path. For example, you may decide to defy societal norms about getting married in middle age and choose to remain single or study abroad and explore the world. Family and friends may put pressure or expectations on you for an early marriage or a stable career, but you will decide to stick to your personal choice. By living the life you want, you not only show fearlessness and autonomy in shaping your life, but also recognize that you can't satisfy everyone around you. This can lead to deep personal fulfillment and freedom. You can find joy in pursuing passions and self-actualization without being constrained by the expectations of others. Such fearlessness can lead to an exciting and valuable life, in which all your decisions and actions are driven by your inner instincts and personal goals, rather than by a desire to be accepted by others. Therefore, never hesitate to confront the fear of criticism or disappointment from others. Consider it an important initial step on your journey, guiding you towards living life on your terms and shaping a future based on values and courage. Number 6. Embrace self-love. Self-love is a concept that many people underestimate, and some relegate it to the realm of self-help books or special meditation retreats. However, in reality, self-love plays a crucial role as a fundamental principle of personal growth and mental resilience. It is important to realize that it is not synonymous with arrogance or vanity. Self-love is a reflection of a deep respect for one's worth and mental well-being. When you truly love yourself, you can easily set healthy boundaries, confidently say no when necessary, and prioritize your own goals and values. You can't be swayed by other people's opinions because your self-esteem doesn't depend on external validation. Self-love helps you make decisions that are in line with your authentic self, rather than forever seeking societal approval or conforming to other people's expectations. Not only does it make you satisfied with yourself, but it sets the stage for a balanced and happy life. When self-love is nurtured, you become more resilient to difficulties, turning pressure and uncertainty into opportunities for growth and self-improvement. Self-love does not equal arrogance or complacency. On the contrary, it is an ongoing process of learning, acceptance, and daily self-improvement. You learn to listen to and understand your emotions, which fosters empathy and compassion for others. More importantly, Self-love helps you realize the value of living independently, free from prejudice and self-imposed limitations. You become more flexible in your thinking, willing to adapt and embrace change, which is not only beneficial for personal growth, but also contributes positively to the society around you. In addition, self-love acts like armor, building resilience in you, allowing you to recover quickly from setbacks and criticism. It gives you the mental strength to overcome life's challenges, knowing that your self-esteem remains unchanged and is not affected by circumstances or external validation. Importantly, loving yourself also builds a solid foundation of confidence and self-esteem, allowing you to persevere through life's ups and downs. When you love and accept yourself, you no longer depend on other people's opinions or approval to determine your worth. This will help you develop a more objective view of yourself, realizing that every failure is just a stepping stone for learning and growth. Cultivate self-love. Loving yourself also helps you set healthy boundaries in your relationships with others. You will learn to say no when necessary and not allow yourself to be exploited or hurt. Self-love also teaches you to value yourself and take care of yourself, from following a healthy diet and exercising to making time for rest and recuperation. Ultimately, self-love not only builds inner strength, but also positively impacts your environment, allowing you to radiate positivity and develop healthy, supportive relationships. Recognizing self-love is more important than anything else. If you don't know where to start, let me share Tom's story. Tom, a recent university graduate, often felt pressure to be perfect in all areas of life. He realized that he was overly critical of himself and felt the pressure to be perfect in all areas, from work to relationships. After a while, Tom turned his life around. He began to love and care for himself more. He set aside time every day for personal hobbies such as reading and yoga, switched to a healthy diet, and learned to say no to excessive work. Tom also stopped comparing himself to others and started keeping a journal to look at life more optimistically. As a result, he became more confident and happier, learning the importance of loving himself. Most importantly, you must realize that loving yourself is not a selfish act. On the contrary, it is an act of self-preservation and personal growth. By loving yourself, you nourish your spirit and mind, allowing yourself to awaken and evolve into the best version of yourself. It is a path of self-discovery and self-acceptance, a path that will help you lead an authentic and fulfilling life. Therefore, never underestimate the power of self-love. It is the foundation of a resilient and thriving life. Number 7. Recognize mortality. This may seem a bit stressful, but it's an inescapable truth that we're all going to have to face sooner or later. You must recognize that at some point we will all cease to exist in this world. Our limited time on Earth should serve as a reminder to prioritize. When you find yourself wallowing in the negative opinions of others, reflect on the brevity of life. Life is a precious gift, and to squander it by worrying about the insignificant judgments of others is to deprive yourself of justice. You must realize that those who often criticize or doubt you will eventually disappear along with their opinions. What you need to do is focus on your goals, passion, and personal growth. Use your time to build a life you can be proud of, regardless of the opinions of those around you. Embrace the fact that your path is unique, determined by your own choices, and you should be guided by your inner values and desires. Freeing yourself from other people's opinions is a journey of empowerment and authenticity. In this journey, it is important to remember that every moment, every experience, no matter how insignificant, has value. Live each day fully, with gratitude for everything from the smallest joys to the most difficult challenges. Life is not only about accomplishing big goals, but also about finding meaning and happiness in the process. Remember that you don't have to prove anything to anyone but yourself. You determine your own value and no one else. Finally, take every opportunity to grow, love, and do what makes you feel alive and happy. This is how you will write your story, a story worth telling and remembering forever. Every day you are faced with new choices and challenges, and how you respond to them shapes your story. Remember that every challenge is an opportunity to learn and grow. Remember that happiness is not a destination, but a journey. Each step on life's journey has its own value and meaning. Live each day with gratitude, joy, and acceptance. This is how you will create a unique and meaningful story that you will be proud to tell future generations. Imagine you are Leo, a young research biologist who had to face doubts from friends and family about his scientific career. Despite the pressure, he persevered and pursued his passion for biology. Leo spent his time doing research and attending conferences, gradually gaining credibility in his field. He eventually achieved amazing success, establishing himself in the scientific community and proving how important it is to live an authentic life guided by passion and personal goals. Finally, remember that the world is full of voices, but not all of them are important. Your true power lies in caring about what truly aligns with your goals and values. By learning these 7 valuable lessons, you can free yourself from seeking approval from others and focus on what is truly important in your life. Feel free to take a personal stand. Choose carefully where to put your energy, and learn to say no when necessary. So move forward with confidence, cut through the noise, and live an authentic life. Because at the end of the day, your own opinion of yourself is what really matters. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel to keep evolving. Thank you for joining me on this exploration. Until the next video.